What's cracking, everybody? It's your boy IK, the Infinite King. We may be a couple of days and a couple of dollars short, but we back with it to bring you some marathon news. Oh yes. So there's a couple of things we got to get into today. First of all, season 2 has already started. So this video is going to be covering a few articles, so it's going to be pretty girthy. That being said, stick around with your boy, grab a snack, grab a cold one, grab a loved one. And let's get into these Bungie articles for Marathon. All right, so we have a few different articles we got to cover. The last one that I was able to cover was the Open Play Week article. So we got to take a look at it. Season 1 comes to a close, Marathon Update 1.1.0, and Season 2 is live. That's what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be talking about all three of these articles. I know that this particular article is a little bit lengthy. So that being said, this is going to be the video that's going to cover all the Season 2 news that we've gotten thus far. The boy had to take a trip, but we are back and we are ready to get into these articles. Let's get it. Season 1 comes to a close. June 1st, Marathon Dev Team. It's been 3 months. 3 months of carving your own path across Tau Ceti 4, scavenging supplies, taking out the opposition, and securing new contracts to grow your abilities to their limits. Within that time, you all did some amazing things. Let's see what we did. Here's a look at how every runner made your mark this season. Most popular crew was Assassin, Thief, and Triage. Interesting. Definitely Assassin was super useful. I did start seeing a lot more recons, especially towards the end of the season after recon got the buff, but definitely a lot of Assassin. I would almost argue that Assassin might be a better recon than recon, but a lot of the time when I play Assassin, I tend to just go invisible, scout ahead, make sure stuff is okay, and then come back. But Triage is absolutely necessary. Absolutely freaking necessary. Shouts to D-Light, our resident Triage in the group. Appreciate you, homie. All right, factions ranked by influence. Arachne. Oh, well, yeah, because all y'all are bloodthirsty and want to kill everybody. So Arachne is at the top. Cyber Acme, of course, for the story contracts and just general contracts in general. New Caloric, Mitotraxis, and Sikagooch. All right. Perimeter Death Map. Interesting. So Hauler. I feel like Hauler should be... And Hauler is over here on the left. I feel like Hauler would be a lot crazier as far as the death map is concerned, but it looks like most places is that North Relay, South Relay, I think is down here. Got Hauler. So I figured it'd be more, but interesting. Dire Marsh death map. What is this? Intersection over here, I think. Interesting. I don't remember a lot of the names of where's the honestly didn't play Dire Marsh that much this season. I feel like I played more of Outpost. Obviously, you're going to see a shit ton of deaths over here in Pinwheel because that's where everybody was trying to get to. Also, the final exfil tended to appear around here-ish, I feel like. I'm surprised there's a lot more going on here. I would also expect there to be more deaths in Dorm, which is I think is over here. So, interesting. 118 rooks claimed a biotoxin disinjector. Your boy was not one of them. I have not been able to complete Cryo. I'm looking to do so in Season 2. So with a lot of the stuff involving the Cradle, yeah, I'm going to get in there. Deadliest UESC combatant. UESC Grenadier Elite. Yeah, this asshole always throwing grenades. Yeah, them grenades will eat you alive. Oh my God. 1,005,452,408 UESC killed. Yeah. That's right. Closing out the season. As we reach the end of the season, there's a lot to look forward to. You'll be securing your loot rewards for your runner level you worked hard to build. As mentioned in our Season 2 article, everyone will earn sponsor kits based on your runner level at the end of the season. Unlockable in the Codex once Season 2 starts. Excuse me. Reach runner level 10. Unlock Enhanced Cyber Acme sponsor kit, Enhanced Rarity D54 battle pistol, light ammo, 3 smoke grenades, 2 random enhanced rarity hunter cores, 1 random enhanced rarity head implant, 1 random enhanced rarity torso and leg implant, 1 enhanced rarity shield implant, 1 enhanced rarity base backpack. Is enhanced green or blue? I forget. 1 stack of enhanced shield charges, 1 stack of enhanced patch kits, 1 deluxe shield charge, 1 deluxe patch kit. That's blue. I think deluxe is blue. Reach runner level 25. Unlock the enhanced Cyber Acme sponsor kit. You'll earn another copy of the above Enhanced Cyber Acme sponsor kit if you reach runner level 25. At 50, deluxe Cyber Acme sponsor kit, 1 deluxe rarity twin tap, heavy ammo, 3 smoke grenades, 2 random deluxe rarity runner cores, 1 random deluxe rarity head implant, torso and leg implant, 1 deluxe rarity shield implant, 1 deluxe rarity base backpack, 2 stacks of enhanced shield charges, 2 stacks of enhanced patch kits, 2 deluxe shield charges, 2 deluxe patch kits, runner level 75, superior cyber acme sponsored kit, superior rarity M77, light ammo, 3 smoke grenades, 2 random superiority or random superior rarity runner cores, 1 random superior rarity head implant, torso and leg implant, 1 superior rarity shield implant, rarity base backpack, 2 stacks of enhanced shield charges, 2 stacks of enhanced patch kits, 6 deluxe shield charges, 6 deluxe patch kits, 1 panacea kit, and 1 self-revive kit. Remember that these kits are additive. The higher the level, the more sponsored kits you'll get. What's next? Soon, the next chapter will be upon us. Season 2, which already started, starts on June 2nd. We're excited to see runners dive into the newest content. Our dev insight goes into the latest details of what's coming, including an updated Dire Marsh Night Zone, new Sentinel Runner Shell, updated sandbox changes to weapon mods and chips, our new progression system, the Cradle, new weapons, updated contracts, and faction progression improvements. Want to try out the new changes with some friends? Curious about what Season 2 has to offer? Join us from June 2nd to June 9th for our open play week. Definitely check that out if you guys have not. You'll be able to try out the game without any purchase required for that week, and any progress you make during the open play week will cross over to your account if you purchase a copy of Marathon after. Something to be careful about with this, though. When you download Marathon for the free-to-play week, I believe on PlayStation, on PSN specifically, there is a $15 add-on, I believe, that some people were buying in the thought that they would be, I think that's the deluxe upgrade for the season. That's just the upgrade. You're not buying the game with that. There were a lot of people that purchased that, but because the your PlayStation account sees that you had Marathon and you downloaded the game for the free-to-play week, PSN reads that as you own the game, even though you're only able to play it for the free-to-play week. So it's going to add that deluxe content to the game that you already have, but just for that week. It's not going to last past June 9th. So if you have not bought Marathon, but you bought that $15 extra DLC, and you don't own Marathon at the end of June 9th, if you have not purchased the game, you would have bought that DLC for nothing. So keep that in mind. Once again, there's a $15 add-on for the season. I believe they also came out with a notification letting people know, like, hey, like, you know, there's something going on with that. But if you're playing Marathon for the free-to-play week from June 2nd to June 9th, specifically on PSN, just be careful with buying anything extra. I would wait until the season or the free-to-play week comes to a close. Or just make sure that you're buying the game itself before you buy any add-ons to make sure that after June 9th, you don't just have the add-on and not the game. Just be careful with that, y'all. All right, so next up on the docket, we got Marathon Update 1.1.0, June 2nd from the Marathon dev team. So this is going to be the girthy, thick, creamy article. So you got to get hydrated. Your boy is a little bit under the weather, so I apologize. You can probably hear the congestion in my voice. But yeah, let's get into it. General, added streamer mode option in the settings, the ability to hide you and your crew's names on screen, the ability to replace your in-run name with a generic one across places like pings, kill feed, death recap, and spectate, the ability to replace other players' names on your screen with generic names, a configurable matchmaking delay to help make stream sniping harder, added settings for controller cursor friction, fix an issue where doors could sometimes become desynced from the server, setting your Steam online status to invisible no longer causes the in-game roster to be invisible. Now you have to set that manually. That's some good stuff here. I do plan on streaming Marathon. If not this weekend, then beginning next week, it'll be the first stream that I have back. My first stream is either going to be Marathon, the new Destiny 2 update that's coming on June 9th, or Resident Evil Requiem. So one of those three, so stay tuned. Matchmaking. Duos is now a regular option. Each day a new location is chosen to have duo queue active, indicated by a duo marker on the zone select. Matchmaking now supports a countdown time before launching into a run. Brand new players to Marathon are more likely to match with other new players during the opening of Season 2. Players may now select between multiple matchmaking network preferences. That's very good. Developer note, this experimental matchmaking preference allows players to choose whether they want to wait for longer to increase their chance of finding a group of players located near to them. We will also continue to monitor the performance of matchmaking over time and adjust its configuration to provide a balanced experience that works for most players by default. So they're still working on the matchmaking aspect of the game, so just keep that in mind. Added the zone name to the matchmaking status screen, merged ranked high stakes and low stakes into a single mode. Item economy. Faction reputation awarded by completing standard contracts has been significantly improved. Increase the amount of credits gained when achieving early season level up ranks. Premium Rewards Pass owners can now either claim individual rewards with Silk or purchase them for Lux if desired. Instead, the page will still need to be unlocked before the reward can be purchased. So in your Rewards Pass, you have different pages that are available. So as long as you have Silk, you continue to build up Silk throughout the season. But Silk is what you're going to be using to unlock those Reward Pass bonuses. As you continue to use more and more Silk, more pages become available. So just keep that in mind. So just keep an eye on the stuff that you actually want. Don't waste Silk on things that you might not necessarily want. Only if you're trying to unlock that next page of rewards that's available. Okay, unclaimed cosmetic codex rewards will be claimed automatically at the end of season 1. Increase the size of overflow inventory to prevent accidental item loss. Runners will now receive a small amount of runner level XP for the time spent in a run. Okay. Key templates now have objective requirements runners must fulfill in order to convert the template to a functional key. The first 5 contracts completed each week will reward a flat amount of bonus faction rep. Unused bonuses roll over and stack. Example, if you join in week 3, the bonus will apply for your first 15 contracts. Oh, 5 for week 3 plus 10 unused from weeks 1 and 2. That's pretty dope. Kind of gives incentive. I mean, not necessarily incentive. It's just stacking. Like, hey, like you haven't played the first few weeks. Then when you do play, your first 15 contracts will give you extra. That's pretty dope. Weapon scheme is in the season 1 rewards pass have been replaced with credits for season 2. At the start of each season, certain gameplay items or materials in older rewards passes may get replaced in this way to ensure that they maintain value as our game economies change over time. Increase the credit cost for shield implants, self revives, bubble shields to better reflect their combat value. Interesting. Sponsor kits. Added deluxe and superior sponsor kits to all factions. Enhanced sponsor kits unlock at faction level 10. Enhanced sponsor kits now cost 4,000 credits. Deluxe sponsor kits now cost 12,000 credits. Deluxe sponsor kits unlock at faction level 20. Superior sponsor kits cost 40,000. Superior sponsor kits unlock at faction level VIP. Upon unlock, players receive their first kit for free. This is true for all rarities. No more gear rarity blending. Enhanced sponsor kits means enhanced gear, etc. Thank you. Developer note, looking at feedback and data, we're making sponsor kits unlock sooner and have gear to match their rarity. Allowing players to reach higher rarity floors sooner was a focus for season 2, and these changes aim to address that. Pretty dope. Replace materialist item status effects with new materialist lootable trinkets. Ping plus V4 schema is now superior purple to match the rarity of Ping plus V4 implant. Nice. Salvage is now found more reliably in its associated region. Remove the container specific salvage. Example, Damasite rods and arms lockers. Rebalance credit costs and schema rarities for weapons to better match their retuned combat potential. All right, so just kind of a little bit more housekeeping stuff here, making sure that the associated rarity kit gives you gear in that specific rarity, which is pretty dope, instead of mixing and matching like blues with greens and so on and so forth. And salvage is now where it's supposed to be, so, and more reliably as well. So good for your contracts. You're looking for specific items or things to upgrade your factions and things like that. You should be able to find it a lot more easily now. Combat. UESC turrets and drones now counted as combatants for purposes of the run report and other statistics. Faction awards have been added when starting in-run activities like supply drop and secured resources in addition to the faction rep granted when the activities are completed. Pretty dope. Some faction awards that were not shared by the crew, such as TAD activations, are now awarded to the whole crew. I've been able to see some of that as well. Everybody's getting points for different factions based on the things that they're interacting with, which is pretty dope. Runner shells. Adjusted ping to work more intuitively with the down but not out camera angle and to make it much easier to successfully ping enemies while downed. Fixed an issue where the heat bar would sometimes jump around when performing heavy melee attack. Fixed an issue where finishers could sometimes push runners through geometry. Fix an issue where the crew feed death announcement could fail to appear when a runner was killed by a non-runner or non-combatant source like out of bounds volumes. Fix an issue where down but not out movement animations would not play if the runner was holding ADS, aim down sights, when down. So one of the things that was kind of rough was if you assassinated somebody once they were down but not out, it would kind of like knock your field of view like all the way up. And I believe that they addressed that as well. Some of the stuff like this fix an issue where the finishers could sometimes push runners through geometry. I think that was part of that as well. So I'm glad that, you know, they're tightening up certain things. Movement. Mantle has been adjusted to make climbing up rough terrain more consistent. Thank you, because this was extremely irritating, especially trying to jump into windows if you crack glass. Yeah, super annoying. Fix an issue where players would bump up and down and repeatedly when pushing up against railings. Thank you, because I got tired of accidentally making extremely loud stomping noises around certain geometry and then blowing cover just because I'm trying to walk. Stats. The prime recovery and tactical recovery stats now increase the recharge rate of their respective abilities by a maximum of 70%, down from 100 in Season 1. Developer note, with Cradle, players have far more direct access to increasing their baseline runner stats without needing to collect materials and purchase faction upgrades. This is a significant increase in the average power that we need to adjust to maintain our intended balanced tuning. Additionally, in the live game, these stats are shaving off too much of the cooldown time for powerful abilities when maxed out, which when combined with energy amp is resulting in situations where it feels like certain abilities have no counterplay. We're taking a swing at the top end recharge rates to help manage this power increase and preserve opportunities for players to capitalize on the downtime between enemy abilities. So basically, they're just trying to make sure that everybody has an even playing field, especially with ability uptime, especially now with everybody returning back to kind of zero. They wanted to make sure that things are kind of balanced amongst recharge rates of abilities with that. Smart Heal. Smart Heal will now recommend a cardio kick if runner is missing 0 health and has one available. New Sentinel Defender System Prime ability. Deploy a defensive platform that harmlessly neutralizes incoming explosives. You and your allies also gain increased weapon stability and reload speed when standing near the device. And as always, bear in mind that it's got a limited number of projectiles to fire, so be sure to keep a steady eye out. This is extremely useful for the drone, the rocket drone, the OESC rocket drone, the floating harbinger of death and destruction that shoots out a whole bunch of rockets. If you have Sentinel, you can deploy this defender system on your exfil, and it will protect you from those rockets. So keep that in mind. Snare Mine, tactical ability. Toss a proximity triggered mine, which detonates into several immobilizing submunitions when enemies get too close. Prey Tracker trade ability. Activate motion tracking systems, which is a pretty dope radar in your HUD that allow you to see moving enemies on radar with a conical zone in front of you. Castle Doctrine, passive. You ready and reload SMGs, pistols, and shotguns more quickly based on the number of nearby hostiles. When you take splash damage, your hardware, firewall, and self-repair speed are increased for a short time. Assassin, fixed an issue where the smoke screen projectile could get stuck in tight corners and fail to detonate. Destroyer, fixed an issue where riot barricade could be activated while getting on a ladder. Fixed an issue where switching weapons during a thruster activation could fail to ready the weapon. Recon, fixed an issue where shock drone detonation VFX could appear far away from the actual detonation. Triage, added an inspect animation for Reboot Plus. Okay. Updated Reboot Plus targeting icons for more consistent visual style. Nice. Vandal, reduced instances of desync when being hit by knockback. Thief, fixed multiple Thief drone exploits where the drone could go out of bounds or into unplayable areas. Interesting. No wonder Thief was so used last season. Cores, the close and personal shared core has been removed. This benefit can now be obtained from the Cradle upgrade system instead. New Sentinel, reversal enhanced. Defeating an immobilized target heals you over time. Wellness Beacon Deluxe, while standing near your defender system, you and your allies use medical items more quickly. Eminent Domain Prestige, runner grenades neutralized by your defender system fall to the floor and become lootable, plus 7 more. Implants have been significantly reworked. Each implant now has a single fixed perk and a fixed stat package. Item rarity now determines the total amount of stacks provided by an implant. The total number of stacks scales up with each rarity tier from gray all the way up through gold. Certain implants can be found at higher rarity tiers. Nice. Energy Harvester's perk now activates on tactical ability activation rather than deactivation. This means that the state-based tactical abilities like Assassin's Active Camo gain the benefit while the ability is active rather than needing to wait for the effects to end. That's pretty dope. Okay. So new ways to take advantage of implants and perks. New implants. Head, Blindside. Performing a finisher on a down runner grants the effects of Signal Jammer for a short time. Immune Response Cleansing and MCH status effect briefly increases your melee damage. Cleansing and OS status effect briefly increases your self-repair speed. Dynamo. Gain increased agility and heat capacity when your tactical or prime abilities are fully charged. Stacks twice. Dynamo is going to be really good for mobility, so keep an eye out for that head implant. Especially if you don't tend to use your abilities too much, or you hang back. That might be really, really good. Torso, Going Dark. While channeling a healing consumable, you become invisible. Splash Guard, when you take splash damage, your agility is briefly increased. You take less self-damage from your explosive equipment. Inoculation Kit. While under the effects of MCH or OS status effect, all of your non-resistant stats are increased. Lower, Duck and Cover. After sliding, your self-repair speed is briefly increased and you use healing consumables more quickly. Trailblazer Kit. After defeating a hostile with a melee or knife attack, your next slide generates no heat. Weapons. Weapon cosmetics can now be customized directly through the item's inspect screen. Nice. Just more housekeeping, ease of access type stuff here. Weapons in the overflow inventory can now be inspected, which allows their mods to be removed if there is vault space available. Fix an issue where picking up loose loot while switching weapons could result in the player's equipped weapon being in a bad state. Biotoxin disinjector. Fix an issue where the biotoxic disinjector could start a new run with a full magazine even if it was empty or partially empty in the previous run. Okay. Next up, we got pistols. New D54 battle pistol, fully automatic 3-round burst handgun. We got the CE tactical sidearm. Increase the speed at which the weapon's recoil settles when firing by 15%. Reduce ADS accuracy error multiplier by roughly 50%. Rebased aim assist and magnetism min and max fall off distances. Aim assist minimum distance increase from 11 to 14 meters at base range stat, from 14 to 22 at max. Maximum range distance increase from 22 to 25 at base and 21 to 29 at max. Interesting. So overall, the CE tactical sidearm is getting buffed. Magnetism minimum distance increase from 15 to 18 meters at base and 18.6 to 29.6 at minimum or at maximum range. Maximum distance increase from 25 to 26 meters at base and 24 to 39 meters at maximum range stat. Rebased aim assist cone size stats. Increase aim assist cone size at base aim assist stat by 33%. Increase aim assist cone size at max aim assist stat by 16. Rebase hipfire and ADS projectile accuracy stats to compensate. In general, this means an increase in projectile error all up to account for the increased aim assist and cone size. Reduce crouch accuracy bonus, there it is, at max crouch accuracy by 117%. Reduce moving accuracy bonus at minimum moving accuracy stat by 22. Increase moving accuracy bonus at maximum moving accuracy stat by 50. So this thing is going to go nuts when you are crouching, so keep that in mind. Magnum. Decrease the rate of fire from 150 to 138 rounds per minute. Damage per bullet increase from 33 to 41. Precision multiplier decrease from 2 to 1.9. Increase the aim assist fall off start distance by 20. Adjusted reticle recentering behavior for easier follow-up shots when firing rapidly. Yeah, so the Magnum used to kind of suck, but it's feeling a lot more consistent now, so that's pretty good. Submachine guns. New KKV 9SD pistol frame SMG with an integrated suppressor. Increased magazine size from 35 to 45. Copperhead. Converted base bullet and prestige bullet mods from projectile to hit scan. Rebase magazine stats to multiples of 3 to better support prestige mod. Base magazine stats goes up from 28 to 30. Max magazine stat goes from 78 to 57. Shotguns. Mizraya. Increase pellet spread and hip fire by 10%. Increase pellet. Here we go again. Pellet spread while aiming down sights by 5%. Increase base rate of fire from 58 RPM to 72. This is to compensate for the removal of increased fire rate stats previously granted by Slick Mag magazine mod family. Rebase magazine stat to now every mag will result in at least +1 round in the magazine. Base magazine size remains at 4 and max remains at 10. Reduce base damage fall off start from 11 meters to 10. Increase max damage fall off start from 15 to 16 meters. So overall, seems like a general buff, but you have to be careful, especially now with the rate of fire. So just keep that in mind. Probably be easier to down folks a lot faster with Mizraya. So Mizraya might end up becoming the shotgun of the season. Rifles. Overrun. Reduce horizontal and vertical recoil for base weapon, resulting in more control at lower rarity tiers. Horizontal recoil reduced by 50. Vertical recoil reduced by 12. Yeah, Overrun was good. Did have a little bit of a kickback, so I'm glad that I got a little bit of love here, especially at lower tiers. Twin Tap. Reduces weapons horizontal recoil variance, resulting in roughly 75% less horizontal spread. RPM change from 420 to 600. Nice. Actually, that's really good. Yeah, Twin Tap. Wow. All right. Might have to. I got to try that now. Increase the speed of rounds in a burst by roughly 30%. Decrease actual rate of fire by roughly 20 to compensate. Huh. Damage per bullet increased from 17 to 22. Precision multiplier reduced from 1.7 to 1.3. Fixed an issue where this weapon was not benefiting from crouch accuracy stat bonuses. Increased magazine capacity across all mags. Slightly increased the speed at which the accuracy cone returns to baseline when firing. Quick tap regen optic. Rate of fire decreased by roughly 12.5%. Precision multipliers decreased from 1.7 to 1.4. Increased damage per bullet from 14 to 15. I want to try this. I'm very curious to see the changes on this one because I tried it for season 1. This wasn't for me, so I'm very curious to see it now. V75 Scar increased reload speed by roughly 18%. Impact HAR. That is the other auto rifle. Added more camera shake at highest stability stats to feel more appropriate for a heavy ammo weapon. Okay, I believe that's the auto rifle. Converted bullets fired from this weapon to projectile to hit scan. Precision rifles, V66 Lookout. Decreased charge shot charge time by 18%. Nice. Increased reload speed by roughly 18. B33 BR33 volley rifle. Fixed an issue with the BR33 Victory Lap Blanique Deluxe Unique variant that was granting erroneous stats and updated it with the correct intended stats. The erroneous stats weren't providing any bonuses or penalties. This is under the hood cleanup. The correct intended stat bonuses are plus 10 stability, plus 30 range, plus 10 accuracy, plus 30 reload speed, plus 30 movement speed, plus 40 ADS, plus 20 equip speed, and plus 10 aim assist. All right. So things to look out for the deluxe unique variant of the BR33 volley rifle. Weapon mods. Mods can now be dragged directly from one weapon to another in the loadout UI. Mods can now be dragged from an equipped weapon to a container while in run. Nice. Fix an issue where dragging a mod to detach it failed to play a unique sound cue. Remove sniper thermal optics. Oh, damn. Damn. Chips. Assault shields. LMG shield mods. Assault shield now passively recharges passively while the shield is activated, but the player is not actively aiming down sights. That's dope. Reduce assault shield health from 50 to 25 to compensate. Increase shield's resistance to PvE combatants from 75 to 80. Damn. All right. Stack overflow. Rotated all rarities out of the loot pool for season 2. Optimal prime rotated all rarities out the pool for season 2. Orsach test now adds a bonus to stability and aim assist for 10 seconds after activation. Increase the overflow amount for ballistic weapons by roughly 20%. Insurance plan. The MCH and OS cleanse from the superior rarity tier is now part of the deluxe and enhanced rarity tiers as well. Keyboard warrior. Increase accuracy and range stat bonus by 25. Chaos theory added a passive boost to the reload stat for enhanced deluxe and superior rarities. See ya. Increase the duration of invisibility from 3 seconds to 4. Trigger discipline. Fixed an issue where trigger discipline was always permanently active. Rework the perk under the hood to provide bonuses to the relevant accuracy stats instead of only just a flat bonus multiplier. Reduce the flat bonus multiplier to a static value across all tiers. This should mean each tier of trigger discipline should feel as powerful as before, but feels more predictable across different weapons. Added perk feedback to the HUD tray to help communicate the active timer of the perk. Background process. Added a passive bonus to equip the speed stat across all tiers. Mini Jammer. Fixed an issue where the deluxe rarity tier could activate while the weapon is stowed. Added passive stat penalties to the aim assist and ADS speed stat across all tiers. Increase the time it takes to activate the perk effect on enhanced, deluxe, and superior tiers. Enhanced was 2.5 seconds, is now 3. Deluxe was 1 and is now 2 seconds. Superior was half a second and is now 1 second. Okay. Blue Blood now heals 25 health over 1 second, previously was instant. Reverse card now heals 20 shield over 1 second, previously was instant. Remove the requirement of the player needing to be below half health in order to proc reverse card. Eyes on Fire added a passive bonus to the aim assist stat across all tiers. Bounty Hunter increased the amount of credits awarded per UESC kill. Standard 10 credits increased to 25. Enhanced 15 credits increased to 50. Deluxe 20 credits increased to 75. And Superior 25 credits increased to 100. Pretty nice. So a good way to get your credits going on here. Fixed an issue where Bounty Hunter wasn't awarding credits upon killing UESC scan drones. Cloudborne redesigned perk benefits entirely. While in smoke, this weapon has increased stability, accuracy, handling, and movement speed. Previously, the benefit was overflowing the magazine on reloading while in smoke. All right. New Ghillie Suit. All rarities. After crouching for a short duration, this weapon has increased stability, range, and accuracy. New Buffer Overflow. All rarities. Precision downs and kills with this weapon grant a stacking to increase reload speed. Nice. So if you're aggressive, you'll get to reload faster. New Urgent Care. All rarities. Kills or downs with this weapon while missing health grants a stacking bonus to your self-repair speed until you return to full health. Developer note, the number of stacks and benefits increase with each tier. Upon Season 2 launch, the chip mod description will not specify this and will be fixed in an upcoming release. All right. So just keep that in mind. New Alarmist, all rarities. After aiming down sights for a brief duration, projectile impacts create a terrifying scan drone alert. New Refocuser, all rarities. Taking explosive damage grants this weapon increased ADS speed and aim assist. New Scrapyard, all rarities. Defeating hostiles with this weapon has a chance to spawn depleted health items or standard materials. Nice. Developer note, the chance increases with each tier. Upon Season 2 launch, the chip mod description will not specify this and will be fixed in an upcoming release. All right, so similar to the Urgent Care. New Exterminator, all rarities. This weapon deals increased damage against the terrors of redacted. New Brain Freeze, superior, oh my god, superior rarity only. Precision downs and kills with this weapon create a small explosion that spreads frost to nearby enemies. So they're adding a little bit of stasis, it seems. A little bit of stasis in Marathon. I'm gonna take a sip before we continue because this is a lot. Stay hydrated, y'all. All right, let's get it. Magazines, shotgun, compartmental mag, enhanced. Green was 25 range and 30 magazine, now plus 10 range, plus 10 magazine, plus 10 reload speed. Deluxe blue was plus 35 range and 40 mag, now 15 range, 20 mag, and 20 reload speed. So they're adding the reload speed bonus while taking away some of the magazine and range. It looks like across all of these. Superior purple was plus 45 range and plus 10 mag, now is 20 range, plus 20 range, plus 30 mag, and plus 30 reload speed. Fast load mag. The green variant was plus 20 magazine and 30 reload speed and is now just 20 reload speed. The blue variant was plus 30 mag and plus 60 reload speed, now is only plus 10 mag and plus 40 reload. Added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. Okay, that might be for Dark Marsh or Darsh, or Night Darsh. Superior purple was plus 40 magazine and plus 90 reload speed, now is only plus 20 magazine and plus 40 reload speed, but they have also added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. All right, so fast load, basically the ones that you want to try to get are deluxe, so the blue version and the purple variant. Extra mag, enhanced green was plus 10 reload speed and plus 30 magazine, now is plus 30 mag. The blue variant was plus 60 mag and plus 20 reload speed and is now 50 plus 50 mag. The purple variant was plus 90 mag and plus 30 reload speed and is now plus 80 mag. Wow. Okay. Flick mag. Green was plus 40 fire rate of fire and plus 20 mag and is now just plus 10 mag and plus 15 range. Interesting. Blue was plus 50 rate of fire and plus 30 magazine and is now only plus 20 mag and plus 40 range. Huh. The purple variant was plus 60 rate of fire and plus 40 magazine and is now plus 30 mag and plus 60 range. All right. For the rifles, SMGs, hollow case rounds. Green was plus 10 mag, plus 5 reload speed, and plus 5 range, and is now plus 10 range and plus 10 reload speed. The blue variant was plus 30 mag, plus 15 reload speed, and plus 15 range, and is now only plus 20 range and plus 20 reload speed. The purple variant was plus 50 magazine, plus 25 reload speed, and plus 30 range, and is now plus 30 range and plus 30 reload speed. Interesting. Reloader mag. Green was plus 10 mag and plus 10 reload speed and is now plus 10 mag plus 30 reload speed. All right. So reloader just, and they said that they were going to do this, right? They were going to take a look at basically like different attachments that you would have for your guns and stuff like that. And the names would reflect the perks that you'd be getting for that specific attachment. So that makes sense. All right, so blue variant for reloader mag was plus 30 mag and plus 40 reload speed and is now plus 20 mag and plus 50 reload speed. Added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. Superior purple was plus 60 mag and plus 80 reload speed and is now plus 30 mag and plus 70 reload speed. Added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. Steady rounds. Green was plus 10 mag and plus 10 stability, now plus 10 mag, plus 10 stability, and plus 10 range. Nice. Blue was plus 20 mag, plus 20 stability, plus 15 range. Now it is plus 20 mag, plus 30 stability, and plus 15 range. Purple was plus 40 mag, plus 50 stability, plus 30 mag. Oh, no, sorry. Plus 40 mag originally and plus 50 stability, and is now plus 30 mag, plus 50 stability, and plus 20 range. Drum mag. Blue was plus 60 mag and is now plus 50 mag. Superior purple was plus 90 mag and is now plus 80 mag. So the decreased drum mag, 10 rounds per each magazine. Precision rifles. Stabilizing mag. Green was plus 10 stability and plus 20 mag and is now plus 20 mag and plus 20 stability. Deluxe blue was plus 30 stability and plus 40 mag and is now plus 30 mag and plus 40 stability. So they basically just swapped those two. Okay. Purple was plus 50 stability and plus 50 mag and is now plus 40 mag and maintaining the 50 stability. Combat mag. Enhanced green was plus 10 range, plus 10 mag, plus 20 reload speed and is now only plus 10 mag and plus 30 reload. Blue was plus 20 range, plus 40 mag, and plus 20 reload speed, and is now 20 plus 20 mag and plus 50 reload. And they also added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. So it looks like they took away the range bonus and just added the revealing rounds as an intrinsic. The purple variant of combat mag was plus 40 range, plus 60 mag, and plus 40 reload speed, and is now plus 30 mag, so 10 less, and plus 70 reload. So, wow, an extra 30 on the reload speed, and they added the revealing rounds perk. Feather mag. The green variant was plus 10 mag, plus 20 reload speed, and is now plus 10 range, plus 20 reload speed, and plus 10 mag. The blue variant was plus 20 mag, plus 40 reload, and is now plus 20 range, plus 20 reload speed, and plus 20 mag. The purple variant was plus 40 on the mag and plus 70 at reload speed, and is now plus 30 range, plus 30 reload speed, and plus 30 mag. Balance that one throughout. High cap mag. The blue variant was plus 60 mag and is now plus 50. The purple variant on high cap mag was plus 90 and was plus 90 on the magazine and is now plus 80 on the magazine. For pistols, balanced mag, green was plus 15 magazine and plus 10 reload and is now plus 10 magazine, plus 10 range and plus 10 reload speed. The blue variant was plus 30 on magazine and plus 15 on reload and is now plus 20 on magazine, plus 20 on range and plus 20 on reload speed. Purple was plus 50 magazine, plus 30 on reload and is now plus 30 on mag, plus 30 range and plus 30 on reload speed. High speed mag, green was plus 10 mag and plus 15 reload speed and is now plus 20 mag and plus 30 reload speed. The blue variant was plus 30 on magazine, plus 50 on reload speed, and is now plus 30 magazine and plus 50 reload speed, adding the revealing rounds perk. The purple was plus 30 mag and plus 70 reload speed, and is now plus 40 on the mag and plus 70 on the reload speed, while adding the revealing rounds perk. So basically just an extra 40 on the magazine for the high speed mag on your pistols. Steady mag, green was plus 10 stability, plus 10 mag, and is now plus 10 stability, plus 10 mag, and plus 10 range. Blue was plus 15 stability and 25 on the mag. Now is plus 30 stability, plus 20 on the mag, and plus 15 range. Purple was plus 25 stability and plus 60 on the mag, but is now plus 50 stability, plus 30 on the mag, and plus 20 on the range. BFM, green was plus 20 on mag and is now plus 30 on mag, so an extra 10 there. Purple was plus 90 on the mag and is now plus 80 on the mag, so a little bit of a nerf there for the purple. For the railguns, payload, balanced payload, green was plus 15 on the mag, plus 10 reload speed, plus 5 movement speed, and is now plus 10 on the mag, plus 10 stability, and plus 10 reload speed. Blue was plus 30 on the mag, plus 20 reload speed, plus 15 movement speed, and is now 20 on the mag, 20 on stability, and 20 on reload speed. Purple version of the balanced payload for railguns was plus 40 on the mag, plus 30 on reload speed, and plus 20 on movement, and is now plus 30 on mag, plus 30 stability, and plus 30 on reload speed. Turbo drive, green was plus 10 on mag, plus 30 on reload speed, and is now 20 on the mag and plus 30 on reload speed. Blue was plus 20 on the mag and 60 on reload speed, and is now plus 30 on the mag and plus 50 on reload speed. So more magazine, less reload speed, but they added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic. Purple was plus 30 on the mag, plus 70 reload speed, and is now plus 40 on the mag and plus 70 on reload speed, while adding revealing rounds. High velocity payload, enhanced green was plus 20 on the mag, plus 10 on range, and is now plus 20 on the mag and plus 30 on range. Blue was plus 40 on mag and plus 20 on range, and is now plus 30 on mag and plus 50 on range. The purple variant was plus 60 on the mag, plus 30 on range, and is now plus 40 on mag and 80 on range. Mega drives, purple was plus 90 on the mag and is now 80. Goodness gracious. All right. For LMGs, our belts. Cloud Feather Belt. Green was plus 10 on the mag, plus 20 on reload, and is now 20 on mag, plus 10 reload speed, and plus 10 stability. The blue variant was plus 20 on the mag, plus 60 on reload. Now is plus 30 on the mag, 20 on the reload speed, and 20 on stability. Purple was plus 30 on the mag, plus 80 on reload, and is now plus 40 on mag, plus 30 on reload, and plus 30 on stability. Turbo Belt. Enhanced green was plus 15 on the mag, plus 5 reload speed, and plus 10 movement speed, and is now 10 on the magazine, 20 on reload speed, and plus 20 movement speed. The blue variant was plus 30 on the mag, 15 on reload speed, and plus 20 on movement speed, and is now plus 20 on the mag, plus 40 on reload, and plus 40 on movement speed. Oh my god. While adding revealing rounds. Damn. Okay, so Turbo Bell is looking pretty good. The purple variant was plus 40 on the mag, plus 20 on reload speed, and is now plus 30 on movement speed, plus 30 on the mag, and plus 80 reload speed, and plus 80 movement speed. Oh my god. While adding the revealing rounds. So yeah, purple variant on Turbo Belt, definitely worth getting, especially for the LMGs. Balanced Belt. Green variant was plus 10 range and plus 10 mag, and is now plus 10 range, plus 10 stability, and plus 10 mag, so extra stability there. The blue variant was plus 15 range, plus 15 on the mag, and plus 5 reload speed, and is now 30 range, 30 stability, and plus 30 on the mag. The purple variant was plus 20 on range, plus 60 on mag, and plus 10 on reload speed, which is now 50 on the range, 50 on stability, and plus 50 magazine. Cool. All right, Mega Belt. Green variant was plus 20 on mag, is now plus 30 on mag. Blue variant was plus 60 on the mag, minus 5 movement speed, and is now just plus 50 on the magazine. The purple variant was plus 90 on the mag and minus 10 movement speed, but is now just plus 80 on the mag. Volt Cell. Fusion ammo. Compression chamber. Green variant was plus 20 on the mag, is now plus 20 on the mag and plus 20 on range. The blue variant was plus 30 on the mag, plus 20 on reload, and plus 10 on movement speed, and is now plus 40 on the mag and plus 40 on range. Nice buff there. The purple variant was plus 50 on the mag, plus 30 on reload speed, and plus 45 on movement speed, and is now plus 60 on the mag and plus 60 on range. tapered heat sink. The green variant was plus 10 on the mag, plus 15 on reload, and is now plus 10 on the mag and plus 30 on reload. The blue variant was plus 40 on the mag, plus 20 on reload, and is now plus 20 on the mag and plus 50 on reload speed, and added the revealing rounds perk. The purple variant was plus 65 on the mag and plus 30 on reload, which is now going to 30 on the mag and plus 70 on reload speed. Excuse me. Added the revealing rounds perk as an intrinsic perk. Air-cooled chamber enhanced green was plus 15 on the mag and plus 15 or plus 10 on reload speed, and is now plus 10 on the mag and plus 20 on stability. The deluxe blue variant was plus 20 on the mag and plus 40 on reload, and is now plus 20 on the magazine and plus 40 stability. The purple variant was plus 30 on the mag and plus 70 on reload, but is now plus 30 on the mag and plus 70 on stability instead. The high cap heat sink, the green variant was plus 20 on mag and is now plus 30 on the mag. The blue variant was plus 50 on the mag, minus 5 reload speed, and is now just plus 50 on the mag, so no penalty to reload. The purple variant was plus 90 on the mag and minus 10 reload speed, and is now just plus 80 on the magazine. The Volt Array Volt Battery Ammo Cloud Feather Chamber green variant was plus 10 on the magazine, plus 10 on reload speed, and plus 10 on movement speed, and is now plus 20 on the mag, plus 20 on reload speed, and plus 10 on range. Blue was plus 40 on the mag, plus 20 on reload speed, and plus 20 movement speed, 25 movement speed, and is now plus 30 on the mag, plus 20 on reload speed, and plus 20 range. The purple variant was plus 70 on the mag, plus 30 on reload speed, and plus 45 on movement speed, and is now plus 40 on the mag, plus 30 on reload speed, and plus 30 on range. The null grav chamber green was plus 10 on stability, plus 15 range, and plus 10 on the magazine, and is now plus 10 on magazine and plus 20 on stability. The blue variant was plus 20 on stability, plus 15 on range, and plus 30 on the magazine, and is now plus 20 on the magazine and plus 40 on stability, while adding the revealing rounds perk. The purple variant of the null grav chamber was plus 30 on stability, plus 15 on range, and plus 40 on the magazine, and is now plus 30 on the mag and plus 70 on stability, while adding the revealing rounds perk. Nice. Turbo chamber enhanced green was plus 10 on the mag, plus 15 on reload, and is now plus 10 on the mag and plus 30 on reload speed. Blue was plus 20 on the mag and plus 45 on reload speed, and is now plus 20 on the mag and plus 50 reload speed. The purple variant was plus 30 on the mag and plus 60 on reload, and is now 30 on the mag and 70 on reload. High cap chamber enhanced green was plus 20 on the mag and is now plus 30 on the mag. The purple variant was plus 90 on the mag and is now plus 80. All right, next up, we got the optics. Sniper optics. Scope, thermal, superior, purple, rotated the superior rarity out of the loot pool for season 2, as this is the only thermal sniper optic left in the loot pool. This means that there will not be a thermal sniper optic mod available in season 2. Wow. Okay. Well, no more thermal scopes for snipers. That would actually be pretty rough on Night Marsh as well, because you have things like the rounds that illuminate things. You have the pings for the lidar. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that kind of illuminates runners, so adding thermal on top of that would be kind of cracked. Neuro optic lens variable zoom enhanced green was plus 50 ADS, is now plus 15 ADS and plus 15 ADS accuracy. The blue variant was plus 70 ADS speed, is now plus 30 ADS speed and plus 30 ADS accuracy. Okay, purple was plus 100 ADS speed, is now plus 60 ADS speed and 60 ADS accuracy. AccuSight lens optic enhanced green was plus 10 ADS speed and plus 30 ADS accuracy, is now plus 10 ADS accuracy and plus 10 range and plus 10 moving accuracy. Blue was plus 20 ADS and plus speed and plus 50 ADS accuracy, is now down to 20 ADS accuracy plus 20 range and plus 20 moving accuracy. Purple variant was plus 30 ADS speed and plus 70 ADS accuracy, is now plus 40 ADS accuracy plus 40 range and plus 40 moving accuracy. The long scope rangefinder green was plus 15 on range, is now plus 10 ADS speed plus 20, is now plus 10 ADS speed plus 10 range and plus ADS accuracy. Okay. There's nothing there, so it's just extra ADS accuracy. Blue was plus 30 range, is now plus 20 ADS speed plus 20 range and plus 20 ADS accuracy. I'm going to assume that is plus 10 ADS accuracy for the green version of the long scope. The purple was plus 45 range, is now plus 40 ADS speed, plus 40 range, and plus 40 ADS accuracy. For rifles and SMGs, the shortwave scout optic thermals. The purple variant was minus 20 ADS speed and plus 70 ADS accuracy, is now minus 20 ADS speed plus 60 moving accuracy and plus 60 range. Wow, okay. Twin scope optic variable green was plus 20 ADS speed and plus 25 ADS accuracy, is now plus 20 ADS accuracy and plus 10 ADS speed. So a little bit of a nerf. Yeah, a little bit of a nerf there. Very slight. Blue was plus 30 ADS speed and plus 35 ADS accuracy, is now plus 40 ADS accuracy and plus 20 ADS speed. Purple was plus 40 ADS speed and plus 50 ADS accuracy, is now plus 70 ADS accuracy and plus 40 ADS speed. The mid-sight optic, green, was plus 30 on ADS accuracy and plus 30 moving accuracy, is now plus 10 ADS speed and plus 10 ADS accuracy and plus 10 moving accuracy. The blue variant on the mid-sight optic was plus 40 ADS accuracy and plus 40 moving accuracy, and is now plus 20 on ADS speed, plus 20 on ADS accuracy, and plus 20 moving accuracy. Okay. Purple was plus 60 ADS accuracy and plus 60 moving accuracy, and is now plus 40 ADS speed, plus 40 ADS accuracy, and plus 40 on moving accuracy. The far reach optic for rangefinder, green was plus 30 range, is now plus 10 range, plus 10 ADS speed, and plus 10 ADS accuracy. The blue variant was plus 50 range and is now plus 30 range, plus 20 ADS speed, and plus 20 ADS accuracy. The purple version was plus 70 range and is now plus 60 range, plus 30 ADS speed, and plus 30 ADS accuracy. So basically, for all far reach optics enhancements for your guns, you're getting benefits here. Like you are getting a slight chop to range on some of them, but especially for the purple variant, you're getting a very slight chop to the range, but you're also getting a lot more benefits to ADS. So definitely good for snipers. I guess this is to compensate for the fact that they did get rid of thermals, in my mind, at least. Or, well, not so much for thermals because this is for rifles, but you still do get range benefits, especially with the purple mod and the accuracy and the ADS speed. So, yeah, submachine guns this season are going to be cracked for sure. Pistol, duelist lens, thermals. Purple was minus 20 ADS speed, plus 20 range, and plus 70 ADS accuracy, and is now minus 20 ADS speed, plus 60 moving accuracy, and plus 60 range. Oracle lens, green, was plus 40 ADS speed, plus 30 moving accuracy, and plus 30 ADS accuracy, is now plus 20 ADS accuracy, plus 10 moving accuracy. The blue variant was plus 60 ADS speed, plus 50 moving accuracy, and plus 40 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 60 ADS accuracy, plus 20 moving accuracy. Purple was plus 80 on the ADS speed and plus 80 moving accuracy and 50 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 70 on ADS accuracy, plus 50 on moving accuracy. All right. So no benefit there to the ADS speed. Vigilant lens, green, was plus 20 on ADS and plus 15 on ADS, was plus 20 on ADS speed and plus 15 on ADS accuracy, and is now plus 20 on ADS speed and plus 20 movement accuracy. Blue was plus 30 ADS speed and plus 30 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 30 ADS speed and plus 30 on moving accuracy. Purple was plus 40 ADS speed and plus 45 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 70 ADS speed and plus 50 moving accuracy. Wow, okay. Rangefinder lens, green, was plus 20 ADS accuracy and is now plus 10 range, plus 10 ADS accuracy, and plus 10 moving accuracy. All right. Blue was plus 40 ADS accuracy and is now plus 30 range, plus 20 ADS accuracy, and plus 20 moving accuracy. The purple variant was plus 60 on ADS accuracy, is now plus 50 range, plus 40 ADS accuracy, and plus 30 moving accuracy. So essentially, from what I'm getting so far, all the purple variants are the closest to the original, but with more stuff, basically. Obviously, you always want to go for purple, but more reason to. It feels like they made the superior variants on a lot of these mods and everything reflect their rarity. So pretty dope. Precision rifles, thermal optic, superior purple was minus 20 ADS speed and plus 50 on ADS accuracy, is now minus 20 ADS speed, plus 60 ADS accuracy, and plus 60 moving accuracy. Wow. Yeah. So precision rifles with thermal, scary. Cold vigilant scope, green, was plus 30 on ADS speed and plus 20 ADS accuracy, is now plus 10 ADS speed, plus 10 ADS accuracy, and plus 10 moving accuracy. Blue was plus 50 ADS speed and plus 30 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 30 ADS speed, plus 20 ADS accuracy, and plus 20 moving accuracy. Purple was plus 80 ADS speed and plus 45 ADS accuracy, is now plus 70 ADS speed, plus 30 ADS accuracy, and plus 40 moving accuracy. High zoom optic, green, was plus 25 ADS accuracy and plus 20 range, and is now plus 20 ADS accuracy and plus 20 range. So no change there. Oh, slight change to ADS accuracy. Very, very slight adjustment on the high zoom optic for the green variant. For the blue variant, was plus 30 range and plus 35 ADS accuracy, is now plus 40 ADS accuracy and plus 40 range. The purple variant was plus 70 range and plus 50 ADS accuracy, and is now 70 ADS accuracy and plus 70 range. The rangefinder optic Green was plus 30 ADS accuracy and plus 25 moving accuracy and is now plus 10 range, plus 10 ADS accuracy and plus 10 moving accuracy. The blue variant was plus 50 ADS accuracy, plus 50 moving accuracy, and is now plus 30 range, plus 20 ADS accuracy, and plus 20 moving accuracy. The purple variant was plus 70 ADS accuracy and plus 75 moving accuracy, and is now plus 70 range, plus 40 ADS accuracy, and plus 30 moving accuracy. LMG's AccuSight lens, which is a thermal, was for the purple variant minus 20 ADS speed, plus 50 range, and plus 50 ADS accuracy, and is now minus 20 ADS speed and plus 60 range and plus 60 moving accuracy. So took away the benefits of ADS accuracy, added a little bit of range and overall moving accuracy. So yeah, I mean, thermals are still scary, but they're doing slight balances here on how it feels to actually use the gun. So optic 1.4 times green was 20 plus 20 ADS accuracy and plus 20 moving accuracy, and is now and is now plus 20 ADS speed and plus 20 ADS accuracy. The blue variant for the optic 1.4 times was plus 30 ADS accuracy and plus 50 moving accuracy, and is now plus 40 ADS speed and plus 40 ADS accuracy. The purple variant was plus 50 ADS accuracy and plus 80 moving accuracy, and is now plus 60 ADS speed and plus 60 ADS accuracy. The clear-eyed lens green variant was plus 30 ADS speed and plus 15 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 10 ADS accuracy, plus 10 range, and plus 10 moving accuracy. The blue variant was plus 50 ADS speed and plus 25 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 30 ADS accuracy, plus 20 range, and plus 20 moving accuracy. The purple variant was plus 70 ADS speed and plus 35 ADS accuracy, and is now plus 70 to ADS accuracy, plus 40 on range, and plus 30 on moving accuracy. The rangefinder optic, what are we on for LMGs? The green variant was plus 20 ADS accuracy, plus 20 crouch accuracy, and is now plus 10 range, plus 10 ADS accuracy, and plus 10 crouch accuracy. The blue variant was plus 30 on ADS accuracy, plus 30 on crouch accuracy, and is now plus 20 on range, plus 20 on ADS accuracy, and plus 20 on crouch accuracy. Okay, so rangefinder giving you a little bit of bonus if you need to crouch and kind of take your shots that way. The purple variant was plus 50 ADS accuracy and plus 50 on crouch accuracy, and is now plus 40 on range, plus 40 on ADS accuracy, and plus 40 on crouch accuracy. So a very slight change to the ADS accuracy and crouch accuracy here, but you get a bonus to range. So good stuff there. All right, now moving on to equipment. Grenade ready animations extended by 0.2 seconds. Developer note: the ready animation plays when a grenade is pulled out and primed. The throw after the button has been released is unchanged. We feel this change preserves the responsiveness and joy of throwing a grenade, but has a measurable effect on how many grenades can be thrown in rapid succession, which was a big problem. The extra time also allowed us to polish the ready animations and make them a little bit more expressive. New Frost Mine. The Frost Mine is a placeable piece of equipment similar to a claymore. It detonates when an enemy is nearby, and instead of a high damage conical blast like the claymore, it explodes in a spherical blast, dealing moderate damage but also spreading the frost debuff to any enemy caught in it. New Vector Grenade. This grenade's primary purpose is not damage but rather information. When a vector grenade detonates, it creates a field of revealing pulses that linger in the world for a short time, highlighting spaces in a large area and any enemies inside of its radius. This grenade is an essential companion in Night March and other hard to see places. New Signal Flares. Signal Flares come in red, green, and blue varieties, and they each have a different lens flare shape. Frag grenades reduce max damage by 15%, going from 135 to 115. Nice. Heat grenades reduce damage by 50%, going from 40 to 20. Signal jammer. Visual and detection jamming will temporarily flicker off when a player performs actions, uses abilities, shoots their weapon, or takes damage. No longer blocks detection by early warning system, Prestige Recon Core. Okay. No longer blocks detection by vital intel, the Strider M1T Prestige Optic mod. Developer note: signal jammers in Season 1 felt like a default requirement for any engagement because they offered a flat guarantee advantage, whether you were repositioning for an ambush or sprinting directly into combat. This change will make signal jammers reward tactical movement and stealth while being less effective during a firefight. Which, yeah, I mean, this is trying to be more stealth and tactical is how I tried to use it. Just so that if there was somebody in the distance trying to snipe, like they couldn't really get as clear of a shot. But a lot of people would just push, and I could see why they tried to adjust signal jammer. So in my mind, it makes sense. Combatants and hazards. Non-warden UESC ghost weapon damage decreased by 20%. Thank you, because them things was hitting like bricks taped to cinder blocks. Reduced tox plant activation radius. Thank you. Updated ground visuals for better visibility. Thank you. Remove damage from the compiler's death performance, though runners will still be knocked back. Okay. Fix an issue where the Scorch Warden's slam attack would be initiated through walls. Jesus. Reduce camera displacement from UESC Scout's Heat Blast ability. All right. User interface and experience. Players are now able to click on an equipable loadout slot while on vault screen to refine the vault only display compatible items. Nice. Simplify the visuals of item tiles. Players can now use the keyboard controller shortcut to purchase upgrades in the faction upgrade screen. Default keybinds, controller, PS5, Square, Xbox X, and on mouse and keyboard, the spacebar. The run report now displays rewards earned in run via events and objectives, improved UI performance for faction menus, added tooltips for stat comparison support, updated Deathbox lockout icon for more consistent visual style, fix an issue where the Lux currency balances could temporarily display an incorrect remaining balance after making a purchase. Ooh, that's not good. Fix an issue where items tracked from Codex entries cannot be untracked elsewhere. Okay. Fix an issue where rewards failed to preview during faction rank up. Fix a bug that showed icon for selling overlimit on items that weren't being sold. Fix a visual artifact that could appear in the rank up celebration animation. Fix an issue where intact waypoints could sometimes appear on empty containers. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. Customization. Default cosmetics for all runners, weapons, and profile items are now visible in Customize. Players can reset cosmetics to their default appearance by equipping the default option rather than unequipping their current cosmetic. Default cosmetics should no longer show customized notifications as if they're new. Thank you, because there was always a notification in like the Customize area and I couldn't figure out what the heck it was. Split off Customize menu from Vault menu and added it to the main menu. Nice. Added a new accessories section to Customize where runners can view their charm and sticker collections. Menu navigation. Added navigation support for in-lobby matchmaking. Run preparation screens, zone select, and ready up have quality of life improvements and revisions. Clear delineation between map variants and game modes. Clear approach to selecting crew size and fill options. Additional visual polish to the ready up experience. Remove the loadout menu to simplify and speed up run preparation. Added and reorganized main menu buttons to allow quicker access to major run preparation systems. Updated the presentation of buttons in the persistent bottom bar to make it simpler and cleaner. In the armory, improved UI performance in the armory. Weapons in the armory that are free claims now display the indicator of their mod rarity. Fix an issue that caused armory offers to not show any purchase requirements for an item after claiming its free daily offer. Okay. Fix an issue that would leave multiple unmerged partial stacks of materials in the vault after purchasing a barter offer from the armory that had a material cost. Fix an issue where material cost in armory barters is not displayed. Sponsor kits with a sell value now display as a sell action rather than an incorrect 0 credit dismantle option. Nice. Okay. Social. Improve the consistency of push to talk inputs while in the lobby. Added the ability to mute players from the player profile screen. Updated crew member tooltips to show enable disable text chat when hovering over yourself. Nice. Fix a bug where the inventory items will not show up when players joined your crew at the ready screen. Crew leaders can control crew size from a drop down after zone select. Nice. The recent players tab of the friends list now has the players from the most recent run at the top, and fixed an issue where friends would be out of order on the recent players list. When you have a pending invite, your friends list will automatically go to the all invites tab the first time you open it. Mailbox messages with unclaimed attachments will now display a confirmation dialog before deletion. In-game friends list should correctly reflect online marathon players and should not include friends from other Bungie games, i.e. Destiny. Fix an issue where players couldn't see other crew members' weapon customizations on the ready screen. Fix the report player dialogue content that was not staying within the title safe area on ultra-wide screens. Contracts. Added contract tagging for latest seasonal content. Fix various issues where the contracts were pointing players to the incorrect location. Oh no. Tooltips will be clarified or corrected, or waypoints were not behaving properly. Thank you. Fix various issues where voiceover from the contracts were playing to multiple crews or only one crew, even if multiple crews completed the contract in the same run. Fix an issue where destroying turrets or drones were not counting towards multiple contracts. Fix an issue where runners could not reacquire the runner gunner cryo archive contract on a later cycle if the contract had expired before claiming. Okay, that's good. We're trying to get some cryo contracts done. Progression. Priority contracts no longer have a faction rank requirement. These ranks at which the standard contract pools are rotated in and out have been adjusted. Ooh. Yes. So you can basically just continue to knock out your priority contracts. This is dope, especially if you want to get into a little bit more lore. You want to learn a little bit more about like what's actually happening with all the different factions and stuff inside of the game. So that's pretty dope. Based on the faction contract, active UESC kills will grant a small amount of rep towards that faction. Tune difficulty of various contracts down to reduce the amount of runs it takes to complete them. Thank you, Maida, Jesus, and Sekiguchi. Goodness. Developer note, our goal is to shave off rough edges, chill down a bit on the heavy traversal and the in a single run requirements, and reformulate priority contracts so they don't feel like a blocker to your progress. Thank you. Cyber Acme fixed an issue with the deconstructed 3 contract where Deluxe, Blue, and Superior, Purple, Salvage were progressing the contract the same amount as Gray Salvage. Also clarified what types of salvage would progress the contracts in the tooltips. For New Caloric, fixed an issue where the Paradigm Shift contract was negatively interfering with the Selection Pressured contract. Fixed an issue where teammates could not contribute progress to the first objective of Assault with Battery 1 when getting kills with bolt battery weapons. Yikes. Traxxas fixed an issue with the Return on Investment contract where if a crew died after hacking the container, another crew could not interact with it. All right, that's pretty dope that they fixed it. Fixed an issue in Unsanctioned Hostilities, 3 out of 5, where runners in the same crew could scan the same anomaly more than once, spawning only one sample and blocking contract completion. For Maida, fixed an issue where runners could become trapped in the behind the barriers in the drone wing during the Maida Truth Lies 2 out of 6 contract. Oh no. Sekiguchi Genetics fixed an issue with Parasitism, 1 out of 5 on Outpost, where completing the decon step would revert progress. Fixed an issue where the Triage's prime ability wasn't granting progress on the standard contract 3. Wow. Fixed an issue where Recon's tracker drone. What's the beef with Recon? Tracker drone was not granting progress on ability kills for selection 1. Fixed an issue in Coevolution 4 out of 5 where objective progress at the shared symbiont synthesizer could be awarded to the wrong runner instead of the runner who completed the synthesis injection step. Have y'all come across this? I have not come across this. That's crazy. Fixed an issue where runners could block progression in the contracts Parasitism 3 out of 5 and also Coevolution 2 out of 5 by using the Bioresearch Synthesizer Extraction Machine twice, preventing the required sample from ejecting. Damn. Yeah. Damn. All right. Zones. Fix various instances of floating, misplaced geometry, and hazards such as lasers. Fix instances of flickering surfaces that can appear on some objects. Thank you. Also fix some geometry that had improper hit detection and or physics. Thank you. Fix multiple broken ladders and block vents. Fix various areas where invisible walls prevented runner movement. Oh no. Fix an issue where death boxes could spawn out of bounds or in inaccessible areas. New. Dire Marsh Night. This zone introduces new mechanics, new combatants, and locations to explore. Perimeter. Added a guarantee in-run source of backpacks to the intercept event. Nice. Fix an exploit in Hauler where runners could hide in an area with improper physics without being seen. Yo, Hauler? Hauler is the Coliseum for runners. Holy shit. Dire Marsh. Dermachem and Neurochem salvage can now be found at algae ponds. Fix an issue where lockdown would not spawn in algae ponds if it had previously spawned in complex and vice versa. Fix an issue where the extractor on the second floor bioresearch would become permanently non-interactive after wrong item was placed in it or if used while empty. Oh no. Fix an issue where the final exfil was not spawning on Marsh. Oh god. Fix an issue where crawling into certain areas would cause the runner to take damage and Outpost. Fix an issue where pinging convoy would create double waypoints in the 2D map. Fixed areas where heat cascade was penetrating through ceilings or objects. Yeah, that was a little rough. In Cryo Archive, adjusted Cryo Archive contracts to lean into Cryo's mechanics instead of requiring exfil and vault completions. Thank you. Developer note, we reworked these to make more achievable goals that can be progressed over multiple runs and to help teach Cryo soft shells the mechanics of the ship, with the 7th contract still requiring you take down the compiler. Fix an issue where the Vault 4 door was erroneously appearing as interactable. That pissed people off. Fix an issue where Cryo Archive was not available to some players even after meeting the criteria. Fix some instances of loot falling through the floor when dropped. That's not just on Cryo. That is in other maps. I've seen this happen inside of Outpost. Please, Bungie. Fix multiple... if I'm trying to give somebody like shields or something, it just falls on the floor and I can't give it to them. Fix multiple areas where players could get stuck in the world or could fall C out of bounds. Oh no. Oh, actually, yeah, that they needed to do that because there were people that were exploiting that, unfortunately. Fix an issue where pump credentials were inaccessible. Were inaccessible due to spawning too close to another object in Cryo. Just look, whenever y'all pump, just make sure you're not too close to something else, especially if it's cold, all right? Stability implemented a round of CPU performance improvements. This is the first of many updates we're planning to make, so please keep the reports coming. adding support for the frame generation on PC. Frame generation increases the frame rate by generating additional frames from existing data. Includes DLSS, NVIDIA, FSR for AMD, and XESS on Intel chips. Frame generation is only recommended if you are already rendering at 60 frames per second or higher. Using frame generation at lower frame rates may affect input latency and image quality. Yes. So if you want that buttery smooth and that silky soft, make sure you're already rendering at 60 FPS or higher to take advantage of the frame gen. NVIDIA DLSS requires a GeForce RTX 40 series GPU or higher, and hardware accelerated GPU scheduling must be enabled in your Windows settings to take advantage of some of this stuff. So make sure that you have the correct stuff. People get pissed off because they don't have the correct requirements or things that they need in order to play the game properly. So make sure you read this, folks. Localization. Text in faction introduction videos is now localized with subtitles. And that is the end of this big, thick, meaty article that we have here, mostly just speaking on a lot of the different updates and changes that they made for a lot of the basically balancing, right? This article is basically just a huge pass at the balances that they did for season 2. So now that we have read that one, we can move on to the final article of this video. This video is already an hour, so if you are still with your boy, I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and get into this last article. Season 2 is now live. It's time to turn out the lights. Today marks the start of a brand new season for Marathon. Once you log in, you'll get a fresh chance to prove your ability to survive in Dire Marsh at night, new threats to take down, and new weapons to battle the aforementioned threats, and much more. Want to try out the new changes with some friends? Curious about what Season 2 has to offer? Play the full game now until June 9th during our open play week in bold. It's like they're threatening you. You can try out Marathon without any purchase required. Gameplay requires internet access, sold separately. Okay. All weekend, any progress you make will carry over to Season 2 if you purchase a copy of Marathon after. Before you embark on your first runs, let's make sure you got all the details you might need to properly navigate Tau SETI 4. Here's a handy list to get you started. Here from the dev team in our Season 2 Dev Insights, we have a video on that. Get the full scoop in the reveal article. We have a video on that. Brush up on the seasonal resets. Enjoy the Season 2 cinematic trailer. Prepare for Season 2 sandbox with our combat tuning preview. Check out the fine details in the patch notes. We have just read the patch notes, so yeah. We did a video with the Season 2 gameplay trailer. So, Season 2, fresh for you. Season 2 arrival brings with it some new ways for you to experience Tau SETI 4. Night Marsh, a pitch black version of Dire Marsh with new threats lurking. You know, Bungie has this ability to take... This might sound like a negative connotation, but it's really not. Like recycling the things that they have to give you a new experience. So in Destiny 2, you would have missions called strikes. They were about like 15 to 20 minutes, mostly, you know, based on the story, things like that. And you can run them with up to 3 people, PvE experience, dope, fun. I love strikes. That was like one of the main things that drew me into Destiny 1. But what they ended up doing over time is that they would adjust some of these strikes by flipping basically you would start at the end of a strike and then go backwards, and it made the map feel fresh in an odd way because you never went through that direction before. So it was a very interesting way to kind of reuse assets, which is something that, you know, game developers will do. They have to try to use what they have to get longevity out of it and to get more play out of it. But especially with something like Night Marsh, it's not just putting the map at night. Like, they didn't just change the time of day. They added a bunch of stuff to it too, which makes it feel so much more fresh, which is something that I really appreciate. On top of whatever they add in addition, as far as, you know, whether it being a actual new map in a completely different location or adding more to Cryo, like a completely separate location, I don't know, like Night Marsh has been fun so far, so definitely check it out. I just find it interesting how they're able to kind of utilize that, but still keep the experience fresh. We have the Sentinel. Find new ways to control the battlefield with this defensive runner shell. The Cradle. Invest in your runner shell over the course of the season to customize your stats and perks for your playstyle. New weapons. Plow through your enemies with the new KKV 9SD and the D54 battle pistol. New enemies. Redacted. And in addition to the above, there's a bevy of new combat sandbox updates, a bunch of quality of life changes, faster progression, and a new experimental mode to kick off the season. Check out the links above to learn more. New experimental queue, sponsored survival. Season 2 brings a new experimental mode, which is planned to run from June 2nd to June 9th. We mentioned we're exploring new survival experiences for different moves, like if you want to go full sweat or would rather lean back and chill. Sponsored survival falls somewhere in between and is more of a PvP light and low risk way to play marathon. In sponsored survival, only one team will infill into Night Marsh. If that's you, you know you're the only crew on the map, but that doesn't mean that you're alone. After some time, solo rook players will backfill into the map. Your only ticket out alive is from the final exfil, which spawns after 18 minutes. Once you get to the final exfil, the decision is yours. Will you accept a truce and leave together or turn your weapons on each other? So basically, in this version, you spawn into Night Marsh. You have 18 minutes. You're the only crew that's there. Over time, rooks spawn in. You may or may not run into them, but there's only one exfil, which is the final exfil after 18 minutes. And you might run into some rooks at that final exfil. So be careful. In sponsored survival, crews must bring sponsor kits to queue up, and rooks come in naked, which makes this a low-stakes way to check out the new map, snag some loot, and try to survive the night. You can check out the full details here. And this article is Open Play Week, which we have done a video on, so please check that out for your boy. Cryo ranked and more experimental queues. Oh my. There's still plenty more coming your way in Season 2. Ranked is getting ready to join the rotation once more. Cryo Archive is on deck, and at least one more experimental queue is coming this season. Here are a few other things to keep on your radar for Season 2. Cryo Archive returns on Thursday, June 11th with some updated contracts. And remember, any subroutines you collected in Season 1 carry forward into Season 2. Okay, that's pretty dope. Ranked arrives on Sunday, June 14th with new rewards and progression changes to keep the climb moving. Read more here. Another experimental queue is planned for the latter half of the season and will be an experimental PvE mode. I cannot wait for that. You can expect more experiments later too, including perhaps a PvP focused mode. Yes. Because all y'all just want to fight each other anyway, especially the rooks. Put the rooks in. Give me a PvP mode where I can just fight rooks. Yeah. Yeah, come see me, rooks. Come on. Also, rook to a king, baby. Learn more about the future plans here. Announcing new Bungie rewards. Season 2 also brings Bungie rewards back into the schmicks, with the first rewards available now and more arriving a little later in Season 2. Available now, Bungie rewards 1.2. Bellini plush. That's adorable. Successfully exfil as all available runner shells, Assassin, Destroyer, Recon, Sentinel, Thief, Triage, and Vandal, and claim the Renaissance Runner Codex Challenge in Marathon by March 31st, 2027 at 9:59 a.m. Okay, cool. So you can get the plush if you successfully exfil as every runner shell. So you get the ability to buy the plush. Bunch of rewards, 1.2, Notorious T-shirt. Reach season level 100 and claim the Notorious Company Codex Challenge in Marathon by March 31st, 2027 at 9:59 a.m. Pacific time in order to get access to buy the shirt. Note that these challenges are retroactive. Your accomplishments in Season 1 apply here, and to unlock access to Bungie Rewards offers, you must first claim the related Codex Challenge. For more, check out marathon.bungiestore.com. Carve a new path through Tau City 4. The lights are down, the loot is fresh, and the weave worms are ready for some action. They're just out there weaving all over the place. Don't get weaved on. See what's waiting for you in the dark, chase down new rewards, and keep one eye on the horizon. We're just getting started. We'll see you out there. Just don't expect a warning shot first. And that is it for the articles that we've got thus far for Season 2. All the stuff talking about it. This was a pretty girthy video. My friends, thank you so much for hanging out with your boy. I really do appreciate you, especially during that sandbox and patch article that we went through. Overall, some good stuff to look forward to in Season 2. I'm definitely looking forward to that PvE mode. We saw a lot of different changes, especially with the mods and the perks and the benefits, especially the things that you add on to weapons, everything like that. So please, my friends, my kingdom, if you will, check out Marathon. Give it a chance. I'm going to go back to it because it is part of Bungie. It is the same studio. Check out Marathon. You know what I'm saying? Give it a shot. Because if we can keep Bungie afloat, there's always a possibility. Never say never. Never know. But never say never. And we might get a D3. That's something that I want. But if you wanted a fresh new exfil game experience, definitely check out Marathon. It's got sauce out the wazoo, so definitely take a look at it. But my friends, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around to the end, please like, comment, subscribe for your boy. Show some love. It always helps. And until next time, until the next Marathon video, I'll see you on Tau City. And tell somebody that you care about that you love them. because tomorrow ain't guaranteed, but today can be hype. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And I'll see you in the next video.